Hey paisanos, back to stream times. It has been a bit since I've streamed up here. Finally going to be doing some more Starfy after a little over a week. Feels like it's been longer, but I've just had a hell of a time for a bit. Not sure how long I'm going to be streaming today. I am pretty tired. I'm going to be, however long this goes, I'm gonna be crashing as soon as we're done, and I'm gonna be falling asleep. But I'm gonna try to go for as long as I can because I want to fix my sleep schedule some more still. So let's get ourselves started here. Do Starfy. Set that. Okay, hello, lore solver. Alright. Let's see. We left off in the middle of doing our clears post-game. Did we? Yeah, looks like we finished World 3. Oh, that was World 2. So I guess World 4 was this World 4 or was 4 was the ice area? Alright. World 4. 4-1. Let's get going. Let's see, the 200th Mario game was DK King of Swing. I forgot to actually look at my own spreadsheet to see if that matches what I've got there. That seems right. But, yeah. Let's see if I can properly remember how to do this game while also being probably a bit too tired to really be doing this. But I'm gonna do it, because I'm great at video games, even when I'm half asleep. So we're just gonna go. We're gonna go, and it's gonna be great. We're just murdering penguins on the ice, and everything's fine. I'm falling in spikes, but everything's fine. Because this game is very generous with health and very forgiving. So everything's great. Let's see, I don't entirely remember what this stage was. It's been quite a while since we were in, we did these stages the first time through at this point. Yeah. Like, how long have I been doing Starfy 2? Probably like a month now or something. Ooh, that's a lot of pearls down there. Yep. Get rid of you there. Okay, so we've got an entrance down here. Smash and smash. And smashity smash. Yay! Yep. Do. Alright. I'm getting back into the swing of things pretty well now. Some kind of weird seal. And we got the little guy. And most of the things, that's right, most of the things that people are saying in the post-game things are just kind of going to be like, hello, make sure to check this person, there's stuff there's not much plot happening anymore still. So, Yep. Yeah. Boop. Yep. Boop. Yep. Yep. We do. Do. Okay. Do. So Sim and his friend are keeping peace here. If you talk to him again, he'll ask if you're looking for treasure. Because he has a treasure, which is a shell tape with something called Fight Wasaki Robo. Oh, does that mean that I should go back and talk to him a second time? Does he actually, like, give me something if I talk to him a second time? Oh, right, I got Rocket Balloon. Forgot about that. We get the upgrades to our vehicle things. God, this makes ballooning so much easier. Just different dialogue. Okay. As always, thank you for bringing that those translations over. Yeah. No. What is that? Shira, something. Yeah, I'm definitely too tired to be, reading kana and trying to decipher any of this stuff, so I'm probably not going to try very much. Yeah. Ow. Yep. Let's just get away from you. Yep. Ah, Starfy. Yeah, I'm barely even parsing what's here. Definitely am not awake enough for attempting to read Japanese. And just got the treasure up there. Can I manage to slip up there? Yeah. Alright. Ogarajo. That's right, we had, like, had access to, like, sound test and some things, and that's not what I meant to, hit. How do I back out of a stage? Can I just, like... Okay, I can, in fact, just, like, start selecting back out of a stage. Okay. So... This was the picture book. This was... sound test. So yeah, this is what we just unlocked. This Ogarajo. It's like a boss theme for the. I think this is like the theme that plays when you're talking to the Puchi Ogaras before you actually fight them. Or just when like Ogara is around doing stuff. Some kind of Ogara related theme. There's a third guy you missed who wants to give the name for the patrol team of his and his buddies. I did talk to 3 of them, but again, they're all just sorta let's see, thanks for his help. Letter writing's become their hobby. Okay, cool. You gave me a pen pal, big barrel squid. Cool, cool. Yeah, cool. And this will be where I can upgrade the skater fish vehicle, looks like. Should just like run past and drop all of these things and then go back for the pearls. That's a sensible thing to do. Yep. Ow. Yep. Gotta grab all the pearls. So there's very expensive stuff in the shops that I will need to have all of the things. Slippery Force Gelato Rangers. Yeah, that's a pretty decent Sentai Force name for a team that's going to be like off in the ice doing stuff. Yeah. Yep. And just the one more. Okay. Getting all of that. Yep. I'm glad that I'm still going through the part of the game before you have the double jump, and so I can just kind of skip a lot of the more difficult platforming parts. Yep. Yep. Can I just sort of... Yeah, okay. Boop, boop, wee. Boop, boop, wee. Get in here before I break all the things. And here's this guy. What was his name? Torito. And I had the skater fish thing. What is that? Sukubon something. New sea skater model. Hold A for a flutter jump. Well, let's see the animation of sign here. Yeah, it's just got wings now. It's just got wings. We can do a wing flap. I can't remember if it actually had wings before, but... Yeah, okay, so I have to tap A afterwards for, like a flappy... Yeah, like, it's like a flappy double jump. Yep. 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 Was not actually necessary at any point in there, but I have it now. Yay. smashy. You up. You. You. Do. You know what? Yeah. It's two. Yep. Not sure if I wanted to go in the first door or wanted to like continue going after there, but I am here now, and there are pearls, so clearly no problems whatsoever. Ow. Yep. Ah, one of them bonefish. Yeah, if this looks like it's continuing, I'll go back and see if there was, more to get along that... Oh, I can't go back. Well, never mind. Yep. Yep, just get up here. Alright, I might have missed some pearls if I had, like, continued along the path with the skater there, but... Ogara he no mira. Or was that Chi? I think that's Michi. But it's like another Ogura-based music theme. The Path to Ogura theme. Okay. I can go back to Worlds 2 and 3. So let's do that. Yep. New. So if this was anything like the, stage that unlocked from the balloon, it's just gonna kind of be... It starts with a section that uses the new vehicle mechanic, but then it just kind of turns into a normal stage afterwards. Okay, and the longer that I actually hold the button, the longer that it'll flap with the jump. Yep. Yep. Alright, little tricky to work with, but I can... okay. There's waterfalls here. Better. Yep. Just... nice. Drift here? Nope. Okay. Up and up. And there, okay. Nope. Up. Okay. Okay, somehow managing to not die. Yep. Okay. Yeah, no. Okay. No. This is annoying. Like, just going through these, waterfalls. Like, this is just really annoying. No. Okay, I'm going to try this stage one more time, because there wasn't a save there, so I have to start from the beginning of the stage. Oh no, there was a save right there. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. So, just trying to not bother dashing for most of this seems to be working pretty well overall. Just hold A and use the little hop that I get for popping out to gain height. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, yep, and yep. Okay. A little bit slow, but it's working, it's working. Yep, yep. And it's a hell of a lot more controllable than trying to do the spin attack dash out. Okay. And there we go. Yep. Let's look down here first. Okay, that's just a save, so I kind of have to get up here. Is this just... Okay. Should do that. Alright. And there's treasures just to the left there. Yep. Okay. Alright, we need to do a thing there to get the extra jump. Up. Yep, 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 no, you-do-do-do, you-do-do-do, yep, yep, and hop over there, okay, okay. Alright, no, because I don't get the double jump when I, like, breach out like that. Yep, yep. Damn it! Things are actually kind of tricky when doing late game stuff while half asleep. Oh. Ow. Okay, but it seems the... Nope, nope, never mind. I was about to say it seems like the pearls I collected are still collected, but nope. Never mind. Okay. Yep. Do. Okay. Yup. Do. Yep. Do. 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 You do. You do. You do. Okay. And up and just do like that. All right. Nope. 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 Wait for that guy to come back. Dang it. Okay. Emulator. Okay. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. There are no problems. And everything is fine. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, 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 okay. Tsukushi. Yes, treasure of... It's like a little staff? Horsetail. Ah. Okay. Alright, so... yeah, let's check that picture book. That was the wrong thing. It was over here. It was this one. So, World 4. Picture book. Seems like we have everything for World 4. And I think, yeah, we finished World 3 last time. We got all the things there, so we are good to just kind of go through and make it work. We're actually completely done with World 2, looks like. It's all like filled in with the little black dot there now. So, World 3 as down here. 3-9. Oh boy. Bouncing on these things. Yo. Yo. Okay, okay. Yep, okay. Okay. Alright. What is over here? I should not have done that. Oh, okay. Yep. Yep. Okay, okay. Yep, dang it. Okay. Oh. Right, like you need to hold up after those to get the full height. No, no, damn it! Okay. Okay. Get all of this. Get up there. And back out here. Looks like, yeah, over to the left is kind of where I want to be. Get up here, and then come up through here. Or go up to the... Up here, there's some pearls. Yep. 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 And yep. And up there, okay. I'm starting to hurt from all this holding down, run, and jump for floating. Alright. Really do need to actually wait for the screen to scroll forward a little bit before I jump off of things. Yeah. Damn it! Okay. It's fine. Yep. And you. Alright. Alright. And flappity flap. And the okay. Seems a little bit temperamental on actually starting the flap if you're falling while, if you don't, like, start the flap early enough, maybe. Yep. Yep. Okay. Yep. And there, and we got these guys, and the jumpity, and get out of there, okay. And up here, alright. Okay. Let's just grab those and get out of here. Ow. Ding. Patience there. Come up here. Murder you. Murder you. Slip through here. Couple pearls there. This over here. Okay, okay. Ow. Okay, nothing here. Yup, yup. Just have a nice little windmill ride. Yep. Slip through here. Alright, full health. Yep. Okay. So that is coffee. Is that going to be coffee? Just a coffee treasure? Yep. Just a cup of coffee. I would say that that would be a very useful treasure for me to have right now, but caffeine never really works for me, so wouldn't really actually be all that helpful. Let's move along. 4-3. Hey, it was Sabako. She seems to be calling her dad. Yep. Yes. Wait. Let you guys. Okay. It's fine. I can take some hits. Yep. Okay. Those are these guys, Hirarin and Hirao, I think. So. And they're being all a couple and kissing and doing that thing that couples do. Yep. And Nick is here. Hello. Yep. And if I remember correctly, like down here was the training area? Oh, invite us to their wedding. Well, that's nice. Yep. By the way, Nick, I have a rocket balloon now. That was a thing that we got in the last time. Turns out that piloting a hot air balloon is a lot easier when you strap a rocket to it. Yep. 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 Yeah, we also got a our skating fish thing that can skate over poison ground or poison boiling water. Also can fly now, but that's less of a game-changing upgrade than rocket balloon. Yep. Stupid evil frog heads. Okay. Yeah, down here was dead end path. Yep. I mean, all the VODs are right there on the channel, so feel free to check out all the Starfy stuff that's happened so far. Things happen in these games. You. Ow. You. What was over here? It. Get up there. Door. Okay. More rocket balloon time. Yeah. There was another door back there. I should check that for prizes. Because right, that was the exit door from. Is this? Yeah, this was the race stage where we first met Sabako. And yep. Dang it. And yeah, that was the like winner's circle exit, and this was the actual racetrack. But we're not racing anymore. We just have a free reign of the area with our rocket balloon. Yep. Yep. And get over there, and across there, and up there, and all of this. And make sure I go around the goal instead of into the goal so I can get all of those pearls. 12 Mario plushes. Now that is a sufficient quantity of plushes. It's not enough, but it is sufficient. There will never be enough. Never have too many plush. Yep. Kyorosuke no Ie. Assuming that's another, yeah, another track. Yep, Kyotosuke's house. You know, the song that we can hear just on the previous screen, so there's not a whole lot of value in unlocking it in the sound test thing there, because you can still just hear the track right there. Right, and did we... Okay, there were things that we can buy. That, yeah, I'll buy everything, and I'll save the 9999 one for the last. What do we got here? Suyodora... No, is that... Mayodorago. Mayodorago. Alright, the little dragon. It's the dragon. You know, the dragon that we fly on, that uses Starfy as a living shield. And we got... Yarikazu? Yarikazu. I don't remember what that... Ah, the weird squad of squids. This was the dragon that gave us the ride. I don't remember there being a different dragon. It's been a bit and I'm half asleep, so if there was another dragon that I am forgetting, then I apologize. Tenkai Kodomi. I think this is the Tenkai children. See him in World 8. Yeah, I think this is the little kids, the Tenkai star kids. In the close-up and in the face of the camera there. Joyety? Joyety. I kind of remember that. Yeah, that was the guy that you ride. The like jellyfish guy that's a platform that rides around, yeah. That was the guys that send you up to Tenkai and sand on them and whatnot. And for 1 pearl, what's that, Reshi? Reshi doing the classic Loch Ness Monster photo. Well, it's only 1 pearl because clearly it's a fake. You know, this is a hoax photo, clearly. And this was Hunazol? Forget who that... Ah, yes, the guy who is just calling us a detective all the time. Hunazol. Then we've got, Jojoro. Jojoro, this was the shark that has a knife in him all the time. With the bandages, the big ol' hooligan shark. Jojiro, yeah, that is how that would be read. Yeah, you are correct. Jojiro. Rabarabarin. There's gonna be all of the... or 2 of them, at least. 2 of the Rabari's friends, siblings. Not sure what their relationships was, but... Rabarabarin. And cannot afford the next one on the list, so keep going. That was 4-3, 4-4 down here. Yeah. No. Just that weird jet, and I know I've killed one of those at least. Alrighty, because Yeah, we had the full picture book here, so I don't need to worry about trying to kill anything specific in World 4 anymore. Yep, yep. 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 Sisters, okay. Up. Okay, this was like the way back up after you fall from there. Ow. Up. Let's get over here and make sure I don't die. And then come down here. And pop you. Okay. Grab you. Was there... Well, there are these, and these always have pearls behind them, so... Yep. Oh, okay. Not always. No, I cannot seem to... Unless... Aha! Yay. Yep. That, and... Here. Yep. And... Trying to remember which of these was, like, the way forward. I think, like, going around down there ended up being the way forward. Yeah, this was just, like, a side path for... this. Yep. Ow. It's okay. Yep. Okay. Grab these. Dang it. Okay. There's that done. Yep. Get out of there. And those. And back through here. And come across here. Dodging all things, grabbing all the pearls. Everything's great. Yep. Do. Yep. And there we go. And right, this was the section with the fire-breathing statues. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, I basically just need to hit all three of these. Yep. Up here, up here. Grab these. Drop you. That's right, the statues do, in fact, hurt me if I run into the fire. Turns out, fire indeed hot. Yep. Are you excited for the fact that there are two completely different, separate WarioWare games in 2004? Yes, I am. Like, especially with, it was Twisted and Touched, right? That was the two of them? WarioWare Twisted and WarioWare Touched? Because, dang it. Screwed up. Oh, I missed those 4 pearls. Oh. Because, yeah, 2004 was when the DS came out. So, yeah, I am absolutely looking forward to both of those WarioWares. Right, I needed to do, like, some back and forth going around these. Yep. Here, up you. Up. Get that. And get out of here. Let's see. Ibeso Tokuria? Evento clear. Event clear. Okay. 4-5. All the pearls. Smashy. Yep. Yoink. You. And monkeys. Monkeys in the hot spring. They're probably just being all happy because they're monkeys in a hot spring. But, right, and this was the area where, like, you do the combination of freezing and melting and... Yep. Yoink, yoink. Was this actually where I wanted to go, or was it down here first? I think it was maybe down here first. Boink. Doop. Right, and these guys were just kind of invulnerable, and I just had to freeze and dodge. But, yep. Okay. Yoink, yoink. Fire dudes! Send me back. Yoink. About that. Smashing. That, and then I come back around. Yep, 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 yep. And get in here. Just pop that to open all of those up. And get out of here. Grabbing all of that. Yoink. And there's that. Yep. 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 And just get out of there. It's you. Just kind of hop over for that. You. Yeah. Got all the hidden monies. Yoink, yoink. Yeah, I'm sure most of what they're just saying is like hello and maybe something about the monkeys or maybe something about how they're happy they're not being bullied or... This sort of generic greeting dialogue. So that was use all three of the pairs of fire things. So, yeah. And okay. Yeah. Grab all of that. There's a guy that I could release there, but I don't need to because I've got all my jump tech. And I can just sort of skip all of the platforming from this stage. One pearl's not worth the effort there. Yep. And I can just use those as a boost to get through here. And boss time! Yoink. And right, this was the elemental dragon thing. Freeze, so yeah, this is a slightly more like inconvenient layout of the element statues there, but otherwise seems to be the same fight. Yeah, Chug Iron. Unfortunately, I was not able to find a translation hack for this game. I do have in the description a link to a YouTube series that someone else did with like full translations of the game, and Lore Solver in chat has been helping with providing translations as we go. But sadly, we just do not have the translations on screen. Dang it. Yeah, these are very inconvenient placements for these statues in this version of the fight. Yeah. Yeah, fortunately, once we get past this game, I know I've already got a translation patch for the third one, and I know the fourth one actually had an official US release. Not sure about the fifth one. We'll have to see when that comes up. But yeah, we won't have to deal with this issue for a bit once I get through this game. Okay, so if I kind of just keep you in the middle area, a little slow on that. Damn. Okay. It's in there, and let's get that out. Okay, there we go. Kushi no Kabuto, Knight's Helmet. So I need to get up and stretch a little bit and also cool down a little because it's very hot in here today. So I will be back in 10 So, see you guys in a little bit. Alright, we're back. So let's see, I got stuff I can buy in the shop. So let's do some shopping. Fuka Fuka. I don't remember who that is. Right. It's the one with the tiger costume, tiger seal. Who gives us a koala costume? Check the accessory menu. I will do that as soon as I'm done buying photos. Ogyon Tachi. Ogyon Tachi. Who is that? Ah, the ninjas. The Ogyon Tachi. Ogyon Ninja. Okay. And over here. Let's see, we saw that. Let's see, what did we have new here? Ah, the knight's helmet, right. Yay. I'll be a science knight. Okay. 4-6. Brand new stage. Yep. Yep. Let's just dash our way across here. I want to fall in this one first. Or... well, this leads to a door and a save point, so... maybe the other one leads to... treasure. Prizes. Yep. Yeah, okay. Yep. And let's just dash. And come across. And get away. Okay. Yep. What is around? Yep. Whoop. Okay. Yep. Okay, it's a little bit of a problem. This is a little bit of a problem. There we go. Okay. There we go. Down. Okay. And down. And down. Alright, there we go. Yep. Up. Okay. Ow. Yep. I seem to have missed a path there with some pearls. Going back through all of that feels like a bit much. Yup. Yup, yup. Ow. How? Hey. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay, okay. Ow. Jump over that so I can grab these. Okay. Phew. We got Hitodama. Hitodama, human soul. Ah, yes. The little soul fire orb thing. Why does Tenkai have a soul as the treasure? Why? Okay, can't afford that. Moving along. Yep. Up. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay, there's pearls over there, so that's probably the... Yeah. Dang it. Alright. Dang it. Yeah. I mean, the jar is to trap someone evil, so... Like, is that an evil soul that they have trapped in there, that they had, like, trapped in a treasure chest or something? Or is that just, like, some random, unfortunate person? Okay. Alright, not quite. Dang it. Might be able to get those still just by a good bounce off. Nope. Okay. I think I've lost the opportunity to get those. Okay, and this is just sort of what's down here? Ah, pearls above spikes. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and that's just like another way around. I'm gonna ignore those pearls. They are way too much of a pain to get to. Yep. Bounce on you. And come down here and nope. Wow. Alright. Just use the bouncy guys. It's kind of slow, but it's reliable. Yep. Nope. leave, like, those 3 pearls that were down there. That's okay. That's the way forward. Yep. Just break everything, see if there's any pearls about. Okay. Okay. Oh, dang it. Yeah, I screwed that up a little. Okay. There we go. Grab those, and then get in there. Okay. Skipped a couple of pearls there, but it's fine. Manju. Yeah, that's some kind of sweet bun. Should be able to afford the next photo now. What do we got here? Gekyoji. Gekyoji. Right, this was the old gecko guy that taught us the advanced spin attack. Yeah. Okay, 4-8. Boop, boop. No, that's gonna be like a fall through to grab the pearls there. Supposed to be a frog, you say? Okay, so looking at the way this is laid out, I think I want to do like this, and then jump like that, and then drift through there, and okay, almost. Of course, we're in the post-game level, so they can do all kinds of things with the... Okay, so I'm stuck with my advancement now. Okay, I kind of hoped I'd be able to go back and grab those, that path to the right there, but oh well. Yep. Grab that, and slip through here. Okay. Zoop. Yep. Ow. Okay. Yep. Let's just be careful. careful. Goad everything out. Nice and careful. And then just kind of zoom through. Because I'm feeling impatient. Yep, yep. Do 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 do. Yep. Yep. Okay. And okay. Alright. Can't seem to go further up from there. Okay, seems like I have to go further up from there, so I'll have to figure out the way to do that. Miss like that. Just gotta wait for those to come back now. Okay. Yeah, no, not quite. No. Let's drift on here and get up there. There we go. Yeah, hey, jump. Okay. Hey. Okay, it's just nice, casual little, almost falling in a death pit. Yeah. Okay. Uni. That is... What was that? I'm blanking on Uni. I think that's... Octopus? Sea urchin. That's it. All right. Moving along. World 5. So yeah, let me... Right, start is the button to actually start the stage, not the button to go to the thing. I was going to check the photo album before coming in here, but I fumbled the button. But that's fine. Yep. Shoot. It. Out. Yeah, I'm kind of remembering the first stage here was just like, this was where we met the squirrels, and there was the spot that got the water drained out of it that we had to fix. Or was that the second stage? That might have been later in. Slip in here. Is there? Okay, I can kind of hop up over here like this. And it just kind of skips me ahead a little bit. Not missing out on anything, really. Up. Okay, 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 okay. This is one of the best areas to grind pearls in. Yeah, yeah, ow. Ow. We'll have to see what comes up then. Yep, yep. Grab. Grab, grab. So yeah, this was the lake where the squirrels were separated out and got drained, and you had to come down here to make it filled again. And so this will be an area full of pearls. Yep. Yep. Zoop. 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 Doot. 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 Up. Up, up. Ah! I was hoping we'd find one of these. Okay. Time to load up. Oh, and the way that the, like, the pearl counter works in this game, I could sit here and just load all the way up to 9999. Like, there's not a limit to the number of pearls I can grab in the one stage that's lower than the standard, like, your total maximum. So, this will be the rest of the stream. We'll be sitting here, grabbing pearls, and getting hurt. Yeah, I was hopeful that there would be, we'd find this enemy. Because, like, pretty much all the other enemies from the first game showed up. Have been showing up, so kind of figured this would be somewhere. Here we are. Happy time. Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely check the picture book once I am done with the stage, see if there's this was the last thing. not play Starfy 4 after Starfy 3. There's a reference to a Mario game in 2005. Well then. Yeah, I can take a break after Starfy 3. Switch to, something else. I think that might be a good time to try to start the Rhythm Heaven series, because that's one that I think that's like the next supplemental after Starfy 3 is going to be Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix. So getting started on the Rhythm Heaven series is going to be like the next big thing after Starfy. So yeah, I'm just gonna be sitting here grabbing pearls for the next pretty much literally an hour, I think. Because, I think it really, it makes sense for me to top off to 9999 and then, just, like, go through the rest of the stages, and if at the very end of the game I still need more pearls, I can come back here for another round. Oh, yeah, the Super Mario Kart might be harder for me to revisit. Yeah, that is on the list. That is a game that I basically just punted on because it was pain in the ass. Mario Kart Super Circuit might be harder, though, because it has the, like, the ridiculous 100% completion goal thing that I will feel compelled to do. Yeah. To get the stupid triple S scores. God, like, just... It's going to take a while just to learn the basic concepts of how to get the score in that game. It's like, I know there's guides and stuff about it, but, like, just internalizing it all and getting myself out of the mindset of trying to play it as if it's a legitimate racing game. Yeah, definitely Mario Kart Super Circuit is going to be the worst game to go back to with my backtracking, and might be one that I end up putting off for that reason. And, like, maybe I'll save that until I've done all the other backtracking that I can think of and have run out of other things to do. I don't know. Yeah, I do remember a couple of things of the score, because I did, like, read up on it when I was playing through the first time of, like, how to do it, and yeah, playing Bowser is, like, just gives a baseline, like, the character that you play as has a baseline score, and Bowser's the best for it, and yeah, anytime you touch the brakes, you lose score, and it was like, anytime you touch the walls, you lose score, anytime you're not going at maximum speed, you're not getting the best scores, so, like, you need to learn how to perfectly drift through the corners so you never lose speed and never touch walls, and... God. Yeah, like, it's pretty much going to amount to, like, I'm going to look up videos of someone else doing it and try to mimic them as much as possible. Try to figure out what they're doing and... Of course, it's going to be a while before I can even get to that point, just like between the amount of other stuff that I've got going on and just the amount of other backtracking stuff to do before I would reach that point. You know, that's a long ways away. Of course, even after our very first backtracking session, as I was going through looking at like going through the footage for that, for some of the games in our first backtracking session, I actually realized we still missed some things that I want to go back and re-backtrack for. Because if I'm going to bother backtracking, I may as well definitively complete them beyond all possible anything to come back for, so there's some of those that I still need to redo again. Yeah, I know we've got some pretty weird times coming up on the timeline before too long. 'Cause, we're gonna start having the blocks of, like, weird crossover things where Mario is just kind of in other, like, sports games weirdly, randomly. I am definitely looking forward to seeing some of that stuff. I am simultaneously looking forward to and dreading DDR Mario Mix. Just because, you know, I'm going to feel like the appropriate way to do that game is going to be with an actual dance pad, and I am old and out of shape, so I am a little concerned about my ability to do that, but Yeah, I know that Mario Mix is possibly the easiest of the DDR series. It is still going to be physically intense. Like I've been trying to be more active and get more into shape recently. It's not been going super well. I have been injuring myself because I am old and out of shape and pushing my body in ways that I should not be. But But at least I think it should be fun, though, at least. I do like rhythm games, and... You know, I never really played much DDR before, but... like, I enjoyed going through the Donkey Konga. Like, the physicality of that was enjoyable, if very exhausting, so... Probably, probably I'll end up, like, for when we get to DDR Mario Mix, I'm going to, like... pre-record going through on the easiest difficulty, and then I'll do, like... the... backtracking live stream stuff to clear out the harder difficulties, because I imagine that's going to take a lot of, you know, attempts and practice and things, and... That's right, I might not do, I might not start Rhythm Heaven after, Starfy 3. I might be, moving to... Depending on when exactly that comes up, I might start doing, the Donkey Konga 2, finish 100% clearing that. Because I do want to start, streaming that, like, not long after the Donkey Konga 2 videos finish coming out. And that's gonna be mid-July, I think? So, yeah, that's probably going to happen before we finish Starfy 3. So, yeah, that'll be the thing that I do in between Starfy 3 and 4, is Donkey Konga 2. Yeah, I hope I'll actually be able to acquire a the GameCube Mario DDR Mix dance pad at a reasonable price. Because naturally, I do not own that game or a dance pad, so... That's something I will need to find secondhand. Well, we're up to 3,000 pearls. So, getting there. $100 for the game and pad is a bit high, but not outrageous. So if things remain around that price, and if our finances remain reasonably stable, or at least become reasonably stable, they're not exactly stable right now, but I think by the time we get there, I should have 1,000 subs and be making a little bit of cash from ad revenue by that point. So hopefully things will be just fine. Yeah, I'm getting really excited about we're getting pretty close to 1,000 subs. It's like 930, 932 now, I think. And I have heard that, like, once you actually cross that point and enter the partner program, then the algorithm will be, like, more favorable, and, like, growth just kind of accelerates from there, so I'm pretty excited. Like, I've never cared all too much about, like, the analytics and the numbers and the growth, but I am always happy to see more people seeing my content and getting to enjoy it, and I think that there's a lot of people out there who would enjoy this content if they knew about it, and, you know, the more the channel's able to grow, the more people it's able to get in front of, and oh, DK Jungle Beat, I am very interested in, because, I think, I'm pretty sure I do own that game. I do have a recollection of playing it a little bit, but, like, I know I never, like, got that far into it. And, like, just playing the, a platformer that's designed to be played with the bongos is just, even if it's implemented poorly, it's just a fascinating idea. And I am always excited for the weird ideas involving hardware peripherals. $4,000 pearls. Yeah, I am also definitely excited for the DS. Like, I did play Mario 64 DS on release, and like I only played through it the once, and I'm excited both to kind of get an opportunity to see how the controls of it compare to the N64 game, now that I have that a bit more recently in my memory, and also just like all of the nifty extra bonus stuff in that version of the game, all the the other characters and stuff. That was really fun. I mean, just getting another opportunity to play Mario 64, it's a really good game. Yeah, I have not all that much experience with the Mario series in the DS era. 'Cause that was when I was in college, was when the DS was new. And I was around that time playing a lot of like, a lot of stuff that I was playing in college was PS2 games, because that was I ended up having access to a PS2 for the first time while I was at college. With the DS, I was playing things like Phoenix Wright, in the things like the Professor Layton games, Zero Escape, Like those sorts of narrative heavy things like that. Let's see, what else did I have DS? Pokemon Conquest. That was a very weird and interesting one. God, I had a bunch of DS games that I need to go like dig back through and wait, no, Pokemon Conquest wasn't DS. That was GBA, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember. It's a little, a lot of memories get mixed up around that time. Oh yeah, I am definitely that is another thing that I am simultaneously anticipating and dreading, is needing to learn the rules for Riichi Mahjong for for the one game. Like I have poked at Mahjong a little bit, so it's not going to be like a completely unknown thing to me, but there's still going to be a lot that I'm going to just need to learn for basic rules, and certainly a lot that I'll need to learn for like strategy and mastery. So that's going to be a very interesting and stressful experience. Especially while I am also needing to translate the game, or otherwise deal with getting a translation. Yeah. 5,000 pearls. Let's see, we were under 1,000 when we started, so we're more than halfway there now. Yeah, a couple of versions of Tetris are on my my backtracking list for because there were the like NES and Game Boy Tetris had various like Mario scenes in them. Yeah, like, I'm not super worried about Tetris. I'm already fairly good at Tetris, and I have, secondhand connections to at least one Tetris Grandmaster, so I can, potentially, connect to, someone who can help me learn how to get really good at Tetris. Oh yeah, I have not looked much at Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Like, I generally try to avoid seeing too much about, the new games that are coming out, aside from, you know, knowing that they're coming out and the basics of what they are. But, I tend not to pay that close attention to, like, the details of what's going on in them, but... like, just the fact that it's called Yoshi and the Mysterious Book has some implications that, there's going to be more storybook magic involved, and... definitely, interested in seeing what all that is about when we get to it in, like, 50 years. I'm sure our pace on the series will pick up once we, like, once we hit, a certain point in, like, channel growth and income. Like, if things continue actually growing and we hit a certain point with the channel, we'll definitely be, able to dedicate more time to the series and able to get through things faster. And I'm really hoping that does actually happen. So that we can actually, you know, get through the series in my lifetime. Let's see. Yeah, I imagine getting, like, all the content in the Tetris games isn't going to require actually, like, being Grandmaster level. But... oh yeah, I'm really not worried about Tetris. There are much harder games in the list and much harder challenges that I'll be, forcing myself through. Yep. $6,000 pearls. Game & Watch Greenhouse is not a Mario game in my list. I am probably going to, I'm at some point planning to backtrack for it as a supplemental game. Basically, I'm going to treat that in the same way that I'm going to treat, like, the Starfy 3, as far as the series is concerned, in that it is not a Mario game, but, you know, it's relevant enough for our purposes that I'm gonna throw it in there. But like it's not going to be on the charts for like my stats and such. So like all of like the supplemental games where, you know, we can definitively say this is not a Mario game, but also it has a Mario character. I'm not going to count those as a, you know, Mario game in the series. I'm not going to add like all the characters from those games to the charts, the big character list. Or maybe I'll keep like a separate character list for the supplemental games. Oh, what time is it now? 1:30. Okay. So I want to try to stay awake for a couple more hours at least for trying to rebalance my schedule. I will say, as quiet as I'm being, actually streaming like this is helping keep me awake. I think it's definitely giving me the thing to focus on that I need to stop me from, like, dozing off. Yeah. God, at some point I need to upgrade this computer. The graphics card on this is kind of old. I could use better processing, both for streaming GBA and DS games, and also for video editing, rendering, and stuff. Could definitely use some more power. But, of course, that takes money. And we can't afford things right now, so... $7,000 pearls. Huh. I didn't even know that, Antarctica had a flag. I suppose it makes sense. Everything's got a flag these days. Yep. Oh, no. No. In. Okay. Oh yeah, I've seen plenty of stories of Game Boys and Game Boy games surviving ridiculous damage. Like, let's see, I've seen a picture of a Game Boy that was like in a fire. The case was melted, and like it was warped in such a way that you wouldn't be able to put a cartridge in the slot anymore, but the power switch still worked and it would still load up the Game Boy like logo. I saw another story of someone had a Game Boy sitting on a windowsill of like their like on the 15th story of their 15th story apartment building, or some ridiculously high like New York high-rise building, and you know, knocked it out, and it fell, you know, very long distance. The kind of distance that should, by all rights, completely obliterate any electronics when it hits the ground. And all that happened is the back clip on the battery casing popped off when it hit the ground. And like the screen got very lightly scratched from the concrete, but it was otherwise perfectly functional after falling from like a very high like skyscraper apartment building. Like they over-engineered those things so much. Like, I never actually owned an original Game Boy. Like, I had my NES. I had the Sega Genesis, and we didn't really like get anything in the kind of the 32-bit era. We kind of like missed out on, we didn't really get any new consoles during that time. We did eventually get a Game Boy Color. That was my first portable console. Actually, was it? I don't remember, because I also had a Game Gear, which was the, like this portable Sega Master System. And I can't remember if I got that first or if it was the Game Boy Color first. Yeah, I think actually it was the Game Gear that I got first. yeah, never had the original Game Boy, never had a SNES. Got the N64. Got the Sega Dreamcast. I still love that thing. Like, at some point, I would like to dip into doing stuff with the Sonic series. A, because I really like Sonic the Hedgehog in general, and B, because I actually have the hardware for, like, I've got the Dreamcast and the games for it, and I just want, I would love to be able to just show off Chow Adventure on the Dreamcast VMU, because that is such a weird little thing. Yeah, I cannot possibly imagine how this Donkey Kong Barrel Blast could have rated as poorly as Sonic 06. Because Sonic 06 was released literally unfinished with, like, so many game-breaking bugs. In addition to the fact that the story of it was really kind of bad. Like, Sonic 06 was the result of active sabotage of Sonic Team and Sega in general. So it's gotta be a feat to have anything that bad that wasn't, like, I'd have to know the story behind any kind of game that's that bad. Yeah, I have a feeling that I personally am gonna end up rating this Donkey Kong more favorably than most reviewers would, because I'm actually one of the few people who is fine with motion controls, even like the stupid motion controls that they forced into early Wii games. Like, I can manage those just fine and not really have much complaint about it. So I'm probably not gonna hate the game that much. And also just the general fact that I do try to be, in general, as positive as possible when, like, looking at the games and considering them. I try not to, like, just call a game bad. I'll you know, criticize flaws that I feel a game has, and you know, I'll point out when it has problems, I'll point out when it has frustrations, but there's not very many games that I just call bad. Mostly it's rare. Tires your arms very quickly. And tracks the same, items very boring. Well, I mean, Donkey Konga tires my arms out very quickly, so that's not really a big thing. Yeah. And as far as repetitiveness goes, I was able to get through 408 golf tournaments, so nothing's gonna be as repetitive as that. I hope. Anyway, we've crossed 9,000 pearls, so getting very close. Honestly, I might actually appreciate a game that requires excessive amounts of motion control to do, because I could use any opportunity and excuse to be a bit more active and get a little exercise. So, I don't know. And just in general, I'm gonna be reserving judgment on the game until I actually play it. And like, even if a game is just plain bad, sometimes I can still enjoy it. Like Donkey Kong 64. Doot, doot, doot. Yeah. Almost there. Just another 150 more. Okay, I think I'll stop here because I should be able to get the last 24 pearls that I need just finishing the stage. Nope, yeah. Hey, squirrels. You're the happy squirrels. They're all happy squirrels. And they're happy and kissing. Kiss. Yay, happy squirrels. And there we go. 9999. Maxed out on pearls. Yep. Bosu Hachikaizo. Bosu Hachikaizo. Is that... oh. Is that... Nope, nope. How do I... There we go. Keep forgetting that start on the map just starts this stage. Boss nearby music. Okay. Yeah, okay, this one. Alright. So let's go to the shop with all this money we have now. And, let's just go right ahead and buy this thing that requires all of the money that we have right now. So... Shobu... Punchy. Shobu Punchy. Or is that Pantsu? Shobu Pantsu? Fighting pants? Oh man. Okay, and I can in fact skip the tick down of all the pearls. Okay. Well, let's put on our fighting pants. Yay! Well, I definitely need to take another quick break after all of that. That was another... What was that? Hour and a half, at least, that I spent grinding all of those pearls. So, yeah, gonna take another quick break and be back in 10. See you in a bit. I'm back, but distracted. Okay. Let's see. Yes, check picture book. Okay, so there is something missing for World... A couple of things missing for World 5 still. Yeah, it's understandable. Cats can be frightening if you aren't accustomed to them, and especially if you've had a bad experience with them. They are a wild animal. Like, even domesticated, they are still an animal that has claws and teeth and is a predator, so yeah. Alright, 5-3 and 5-5, okay. Nyanja! Yay! Probably talking about, you know, have you been practicing your double jump and stuff like that? Yep. 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 Shoot. Shoot. Boop. Boop. Shoot. Boop. Oh, interesting. Even with the upgraded dash, this current is too strong to go against. Ah, yes, of course, Nyanja is afraid of water. Yep. Yep. Okay. Grab all of this and get out of here. Nope, nope. No, no, no. Okay. Well. Okay. And of course now my ability to skip over stages with advanced jumping techniques is significantly reduced. Couple of things down here. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep. Phew. Eat. Okay. Okay. There. Zoop. And zoop. And zoop. Yep. Oh. Right, this area with the falling leaves. Yeah, being traumatized by that kind of incident and cat scratch thing, entirely reasonable and normal. Shoot. And yeah, it's yeah, cats can be very like aggressive, defensive. They are not shy about attacking. if they are harmed or frightened. So, you know, definitely reasonable to be wary of them. Yeah. Yeah. Orange-looking bird with red, teary eyes. Okay. Yep. Yep. Right, this stage with the thing that launches. So, right, I think what I want to do is go all the way to the top and then, like, work my way down the doors, because I can sorta hop out like that, rather than, like, repeatedly doing the thing here with the getting launched out. Yep, yep. Okay. Alright, so I know that's gonna lead to the exit, so start with here. Oh, did they all go back here? I'm trying to remember how that worked. Were those all just return doors? Okay, that was a return door. I feel like I need to check all of the doors, even if they do all end up being return doors, because what if one of them has the... It does go to, like, a special area, and that's where this enemy that I'm missing is, and that's why I missed it, because I didn't check all of the doors. Check here. It. Oh boy. So this is gonna be like a super rare enemy that's only in one place or something. And it is probably also difficult to reach. Okay, so checked all the doors. Just gotta it. Down to the bottom again. Okay. It's okay. Almost dead, but it's okay. Oh, is it gonna be in the auto-scroll section in a tight spot? worse. Oh boy. Okay. There's the platypus. Come away. Yoink. Alright, old man bear. Kumaji. So yeah, he knocks down the tree there. And that was the exit. So this is going to be the place that we went to get his honey. Yoink, 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 yoink. Right, this was where we did all of the... It was like the wordplay game things, hints. Yep. Yep. Okay. Bop. Okay. On. Aha! I see. I see. And it won't come back until I leave and come back through the full... Okay. I see. I see. Alright. Let's do this. Oh, no. Okay. Okay. Just make sure I'm grabbing pearls so that I'm not dying. Stupid. Just... Okay, so it just kind of hovers around until I pop out for it. So if I'm just sort of patient here, then it'll just fly off to the left and go away. Okay. Okay, okay. I think I've got my plan. Ow. Now I just need to survive there again. Okay. There was a save somewhere in this, zone. This little area, so... Up, 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 up. Yep, yep. Ignore the pearls for the moment. Let's just relax a little and wait for you to drift over here. And damn it! Okay. Went a little early there. Okay. Alright. So you drift around there. And you come here. And you drift like that. And gotcha! Okay. That wasn't that bad. It's down here. Okay, yeah, I want to break this first and then come around here. Yep. 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 Ooh. Out. And slip through there. And a couple of pearls. And push in here. And pop. And grabbing all of that. And now I gotta get out. Go this way. Shoot. Push in there. And grab some of these. Break a U. And grab those. And not that door. Do. And not that door. It's gotta be. No, damn it. Yeah. And it is weird to still have, like, one-way currents. Because, like, it really feels like I should be past that point. But... well, here we go! Battle the boss. It's just boss battle theme. Alright. Yeah. In the shop, we got Yako Kagami? Yako Kagami. Right. There's just one photo left in the photo album, and that'll be completely finished. And, here we go. 5-4. Yep. Out. Out. Yep. 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 Okay. Random checkerboard of currents. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, couple of extra things here. Cannot go any further that way, so gotta be here. Do. Okay. Mole side. Presumably it's saying something about not having bombs here anymore, or... yeah. No, no. Okay. You... do... check picture book's last page. Okay. Hey, Biba! Yep. Something there about your damn... Ah, yes. We will definitely buy her photo. That is what we will do with these pearls. We are not going to use them to buy pants. Escape friend. Shoot. Do. Yoink, yoink. Okay. Last page will be complete just by unlocking all the stages. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. You do. No. Probably some more pearls if I go down and do like another loop with stuff, but let's see. Ogura o Tause. It's like Ogura battle, Ogura fight, or Ogura defeated. Yeah, defeat Ogura. What was my thing now? 400 I need for the next. Okay. So 5-5 was the one that had the other enemy, the other picture book entry for World 5. Yep. Yep. Alright. Yep. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this was another area where I think this was another area where stuff got drained and we had to come down and something, and then Moon's boyfriend was in a cage and so yeah, that's probably going to be similarly in the spot where the cork was in this level. If I'm remembering this level correctly, and it also had a thing. Well, that was the thing. I kind of want to reload the screen and actually, like, see what it does. Oh, it's like a lava lotus. Well, I got it, so... I mean, that relationship seems to be built on Moon demanding to have things bought, so not really a healthy relationship to begin with, from what we saw of it. Yep. 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 Oop. This was... Wait. Okay. Yep. 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 Okay. Okay. Ow. Dang it. Dang it. Balloon is too powerful. I'm misusing Rocket Balloon. Being reckless. Power of Rocket is too intoxicating. Ah! Okay, I might be getting too tired to properly do this now. Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, he seems pretty happy, regardless of circumstances, so... Not sure why he's hanging out in front of the cage where he was trapped, but... Yep. 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 Up. There. Okay. There's a lot of single pearls around here that feel like too much effort to bother with. Nope. Okay, okay. Almost fell, but then didn't. Oh, get him a birthday present. Well, that's nice. That's a nice amicable breakup. There's a couple of pearls around the side, but I'm just gonna get into the boss and get this going. Alright, this was the sand fish thing. big current thing. And your deal now seems to be that you go around the corners. That's like, I think, new for this version of the fight. Gotcha. Come on. There you go. Not quite. There we go. Knight armor. Kishino Yoroi. And yep, I'll check the book. 3, 4, 5. Looks like we've got everything. Alright, so no more worries for that. Hit the shop, then we'll check that new armor. This was Chorosuke Tachi. This was the other clams. And that's everything in the picture book. That's all of the photographs. Photo album. Yay. And over here. It's gonna be here. Knight armor. And then let's see. 5-6. Yep. Do. Yep. Do. Yep. Yep. Okay. Do. Shoot. Okay. That. Add leaves. Add a whole bunch of pearls right there. I want to drift through here like that, and then like that, and then it like that. Okay. Yeah, yeah. There. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. Nice short stage there. Kuma. Bear. It's bear. Presumably that's like a stuffed toy bear and it's not just a bear. But hey, bear. Yup. You. Yoink. You. No. Yep. Just dive in there. Okay. Let's just stop. Yoink. Yeah, I think it is like normal for a teddy bear to just be called Kuma-san. Japanese, so. Like, I don't think there's a special word for teddy bear other than just like bear or Mr. Bear. Oh. No. Run. There we go. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to try to get all of the pearls here because there's just a lot going on here. Okay. Let's actually play things carefully. Yep. Let's slip down here. Yep. Okay. Get up. Kill you. Okay, up. You can at least come back for that. That's pretty close. Okay. Save. There. Yep. I can get up here. Yep. Up there. Alright. There's the chest over here. Hell yeah. Okay. Mantohihi. That's like a butterfly? Some sort? Baboon. Ah, okay, I see it now. I see. Okay, so that's the nose pointing to the left. I see how that goes. Yeah, so it's like a baboon face that's like facing to the side. You can see like the nose there, and it's like got the side of the face got like a little ear there. Okay. Definitely looks weird, but kind of works. Alright. World 6. Let's see here. This is Uchiboshi. Uchiboshi. There's more World 5. I'll check that as soon as I look at this thing that I just bought. Ah. Pooh hat. Okay. I'm not wearing that. We'll just stay as Night Starfy. Alright, what did I miss in World 5 here? I'm not seeing anything else, so could be that I need to get more unlocks, more vehicle stuff. Pretty sure I verified this, but I just want to verify it again. Yeah, okay, I got everything in World 5 there. Alright. Well, let's move on to World 6 then. Right, no. Should have taken a look at this while I was already open on it. Alright, we've got 1, 2, 3. 3 things missing in World 6. Okay. Right. This was the one with the meat trees and the invulnerable, awful things. What's up to... Do-do-do, do-do, do-do, do-do. Do-do-do-do. Yep. Up. Did I never, like, kill the guys that generate light? this. Yoink. Get up. Okay. Just kind of keep away from them. Up. Up. Yep. There's a door up there as well. Okay, I kind of remember this place had a little bit of weird maziness to it that... Dang. Yep. Okay. Here. That. Come through here. So that's all of that. So there were like other entrances to get to the other spots there. Tons of pearls here. Yup. Don't entirely remember how this stage went. There were those things. This is, yeah. This was like the place to go. Okay. Mini game. Mini game music. Alright. Let's look at that book again. So it was 89, 94, and 103. One of the ones that I'm missing. Yeah, so it was the one just before the light thing, the light shiny guy. Okay, two things that are only in 6-2, so let's get those. Yep. Up. Yep. Let's get down here. Yep. Yep. Nope. Ah, right. So... I forget what the thing was there. But... we don't even get, like, the poem to check the thing anymore, so at this point I just kind of have to either remember what the stage was or guess until I find it. Yep, yep. Nope. Did not mean to do that. Okay. No. Woo. Okay. Ah. So that looks like it. Oh, that guy on the skate thing? You can't actually kill enemies while you're on the skate. So generally you only need to see the enemies in those sections to get them in the book. I'll finish the stage and check. Yep. Screen before the skate. Did I not, kill the things on that screen? Treasure's right here, so... Falling room with the spike blocks. Game over 1. Got a game over 1 theme. Okay. So... No, that's not what I wanted to do. Actually, think... Nope, can't quite afford a thing. Okay. So yeah, I'll check the book again. No. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Said... So 94... was this little, like, red fish thing, and I got that. And 103 was this green fish thing, and I got that. Yeah, I'm pretty diligent about killing everything that I see at least once, so... alright. 6-3, 6-3. Yep. Do. Yep. Squidman. Yep, do. Yep. Okay. So that's gonna be the way to go, because this was the stage where I like first got the ability to break those bigger blocks. The thicker blocks. Yep. Hey. Shooter. He's got his barrel and seems all happy because he's got his barrel. Oh, whoops. That was the... Okay, I guess I finished the stage. Well... I think I'll just move on. I missed out on some pearls and seeing the big squid, but... it's fine. It's fine. Yep. Bing. And ding. Yep. Ding. Yeah, I've been kind of lax about actually watching the translation things after the fact. I will definitely try to make a point to do that after this session. Okay. Get in here and there. Okay. Was this the one that had the... Yeah, this had like the columns that you break. Yep. Alright. So, pink slime. This is the area with the treasure chest. Yes, okay. Shoot. And do. Damn. A little too far there. Alright. Here. There it is. Got it. And there we go. We found pose. Is that the like the pause menu? Yeah, pause menu theme. Alright. Should be able to afford a thing now. Chunboshi. And Damboru. Okay. And we'll check the book. Looks good. Alright. And we'll look at those things we just got. Cardboard box. So now we're ready for our sneaking mission. Chunhat. I think this is about good time to stop. I definitely need another break, and I've been at this for 4.5 hours, so probably should stop for today. But we made some really good progress. Up to World 4 with, or not 4, World 6 with our second pass clear through of stuff. All right. So yeah, thanks for joining. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and tune in. I will try to make a point to do this again on Wednesday. Hopefully I'll have my sleep a bit more balanced and on a more diurnal schedule again by then. So yeah, that's the goal, is Wednesday sometime around daytime, that like I've been doing, sometime between noon and 4 Eastern, that I usually time that I do, is going to be when I try to do more Starfy. So see you guys then. Bye.